Welcome to the ZIT studio. We have Yalın Büyükdora from Spintop today. He's the head of marketing and growth. Hi, Yalın. Welcome.
Hi, Gunsu. It's great to be here.
I know a lot about you and your amazing background, and I'm sure our audience would like to hear that from you as well.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity. So my educational background is in social psychology and marketing communications. And after my college studies, I spent about 10 years working in advertising agencies in Chicago and Istanbul. And back in February of 2022, I joined Spintop as head of marketing and growth. So my goal is to make Spintop grow as much as possible.
I'm sure you'll be really successful.
Thank you.
I really wonder about this question actually. How do you differentiate from Spintop from other competitors? Because I know that there are many other players in the ground right now.
Right. So I think it's our positioning. So we positioned Spintop at the intersection of two rapidly growing sectors, that is gaming and blockchain. And as time goes by and high quality game studios enter the playing field, we believe that this sector is going to keep on growing. So we're taking a proactive approach in building and positioning Spintop as a platform to serve multiple utilities to game developers, to gamers and investors. And game sector is actually a $300 billion sector with 3 billion players worldwide. And it's the fastest growing and one of the most profitable entertainment sectors. And recently, especially last year, with the entrance of blockchain in gaming, it has seen a 2,000% growth. So of course, this also depends on the macroeconomics perspective, how the money flows into markets and all, but we believe that gaming is here to stay and blockchain will be a crucial part of gaming in the future.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
Yeah.
And also for that, you need a really talented team in the place, I guess. And
Right, of course.
yeah, and what does talent mean to you? How many people are working in your company right now? And like, how do you find these talents?
Right. So for me, talent means character, and character is about your upbringing, about your nature, and I think most importantly, your attitude. So at Spintop, since about December of 2021, we have grown to 35 people. And coming from a corporate background, it's a relief and it's a great change to be working with like-minded people. You know, it's a very lean organization with open communication. I think people are feeling really easy to be able to express themselves, and they're being rewarded, and they're seeing their contributions actually, take place in a company. So yeah, it's a good change for me in my career as well.
This sounds like a family.
It is actually. I mean, it's founded by one of my really good friends from high school, and we use our network obviously to bring in talent. So yeah, to answer your question, networking is crucial.
Yeah, exactly.
In bringing good talent. Yeah.
So what is the biggest risk of your business of Spintop? Like
Right.
what gets you out of bed,
Yeah.
or like what gets the founders out of bed in the morning?
Exactly. I mean, so runway is really crucial in all startups. So in the blockchain industry, especially, the macroeconomic factors such as the Central Bank of America increasing the rates and how it affects the sentiment of investors, the money pouring into the markets or getting out of the markets, has a direct effect on the psychology of our investors. Right now, we're seeing that a lot of people are price focused, but we know that on the long run, it's going to be about gaming and high quality game studios enter. So we have luckily a runway that's going to get us out of this bear market, which we are currently in.
Do you have a global expansion plan or like any exit strategy
Right.
or as an IPO such as?
Yeah, I mean, so by the nature of our business, we have investors and holders from all around the world. And our business partners are actually from many parts of the world. For example, we're working with prominent game studios from Poland, Romania, and Singapore. So I think we're already international, and blockchain is, I mean, it's decentralized and it's global by its nature. But we're going to keep on attracting and finding good quality investors and also partners. So that's our goal. That's what we're focused on as we build our products. Also, on the long run, I think as an exit strategy, it could be a merger or an acquisition by a partner in this field or a VC in this field. So yeah, we'll see about that.
So that brings up the next question
Yeah.
actually. What is your break-even point, or
Mhm.
when you reach your
Yeah.
break-even point?
Right. So back in December of 2021, we had an initial coin
Mhm.
offering, so which gave us a fundraising opportunity to see the future of the company. And so right now we have a long runway of having completing our roadmap. So we have built 60% of our product so far, so 3 out of 5, and 2 more coming up. And we're family and friends funded, and on top of that, we have the ICO
Mhm.
fundraise. So right now, we're looking into opportunities about how to monetize our B2C and B2B products. So that's the main focus during this bear market. Like,
That sounds amazing.
yeah,
I'm sure you're gonna do that.
thank you.
And but personal question,
Yeah,
but what do you read or listen to when
yeah.
in your spare time?
I listen to music a lot. It depends on my mood, obviously. For energy, I love house music, funk,
Mhm.
disco, electronic. When I'm in a chill mood, it's usually jazz,
Mhm.
the 60s, and bossa nova. Yeah, I mean, I have
You
been
can
listening.
never go wrong with Tony Bennett, right?
Yeah, of course, that's a great one. And I keep track of what I listen to using Last.fm and
Mhm.
Spotify, so I love those analytics. And what I'm reading right now is How Nations Fail by Daron Acemoğlu. It's a comparative sociological and historical study of why nations fail. It's about why certain nations are prosperous, why certain ones are poor, and it's all about the institutions. So it's giving me a lot of perspective to analyze my home country, Turkey,
Mhm.
and as well as why some developed nations do how they do.
And how do you invest? Like, what
Hmm.
is the best investment tool for you?
Yeah, it's a great question. I think investment is a lot about psychology, and
Mhm.
I think if I had a tool, it would be removing my psychology, from my body to invest, which is obviously not possible. So I try to keep it simple. I listen to the best investors out there, such as Warren Buffett. He recommends, just use like a Vanguard S&P 500 fund.
Mhm.
So that's what I do most of the time. And when I was living in the States, in Chicago, obviously that's when Amazon and Tesla was up and coming. So those were the good trends that I tried to catch.
Mm.
And obviously to add leverage, crypto, and especially when it's in the bull run market, I try to take advantage of that. But most of the time I take a more passive and more
Mhm.
calm approach.
And diversify, I guess.
Yeah,
It sounds like you're
exactly.
diversifying, yeah.
Try to make use of
Mhm.
compounding
Mhm.
growth. Yeah.
Amazing. And can you please define these words for us?
Mhm.
Growth and fail, and certainty and uncertainty.
Yeah. Well, for me, growth is meaningful if it's sustainable.
Mhm.
Because we've seen a lot of companies grow, especially in the last couple of years when, free money was, floating around, when the Fed was pumping so much money. Companies were growing at an extremely fast, rapid pace, and now we're seeing that they have to cut that extra fat. So growth has to be sustainable. Failure is, I think, it means when you give up, when you're not trying hard enough, when you give up, when you're not looking for solutions
Mhm.
for your problems, that's when you fail. But as long as you're trying, I don't think you're failing, because you're learning.
Yeah.
And I think certainty and uncertainty depends on 2 things. There are certain external factors that we cannot control, such as macroeconomic factors, the Fed, etc. So letting go of those things and being in control of, like, being in sync and in tune with how you feel about problems, how you deal with problems, is what determines certainty and uncertainty for me. So if, for example, we're going through a rough bear market in crypto right now, but we don't take an approach, oh, the price is dropping. Like, we don't care about that. We are focused fully on growing our company and producing our products. So we create certainty with our mindset. I think that's what we should be focused on.
Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah.
And when you look back now, like who were the people who
Hmm.
were most helpful to you
Yeah.
with where you are today, basically?
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be here if it weren't for my parents, obviously. They created me not just biologically, but also like my character with the love that they gave me. And so, yeah, I'm really grateful for them. I should be expressing more of my gratefulness. That's a self note that I make. But besides that, obviously, at Spintop, I love the people that I work with. So, and team is what makes Spintop, and it makes me, you know, when I wake up in the morning, I'm not dreading going to work. It's like a family and friends environment. So it's also like professionally, currently, it's the team
It
that I'm
sounds
grateful
like
for.
a dream job.
Yeah, it is right now. So I'm really happy about that.
Amazing, amazing. And thanks to your parents for bringing you up.
Yes, thank you, mom and dad.
All right, thank you very much for coming to the ZIT studio,
Thank you,
and
Günsel.
we would like to have you again.
Thanks.
Thank you very much for watching us, and see you on the next episode.